Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. English 12th. Goodbye Mr. Chips. Chapters 11, 12, 13, 14. Solved MCQs. All Punjab boards. Previous annual papers of Lahore, Multan, Gujranwala, Sargodha, Rawalpindi, Sahiwal, Faisalabad, Bahawalpur, D.G.Khan and Jammu Kashmir boards. Chapter 11. Goodbye Mr. Chips. Ralston was breathless. Option B. He was efficient, breathless, ambitious, but not very likable. Right option B. Chips was an old veteran. Option A. Chips recounted the event many times. Option D. Your methods of teaching are slack and old-fashioned. Option C. Chips' method of teaching was slack. Option D. At least Chips has something tangible that he could tackle. Option C. They hated Ralston's slave driving and saw in the old veteran a likely champion. Option A. Your personal habits are slovenly. Option D. Abruptly Chips flamed up. Option A. The governors don't want you to retire. Option D. The greedily swallowed the bait. Option B. Abruptly Chips flamed up. Option C. Chips in his wildest dreams had never envisaged such a partisanship. Right option A. Ralston told Chips that he stuck to his old methods that result in chaos. Right option A. In a torrent of thought, Chips made answer to himself. Option A. Ralston claimed to have doubled the school endowment. Right option B. Ralston was a live wire. Option A. Ralston told Chips that his habits were slovenly. Option D. Mr. Chips took up isolated words out of that indictment. Right option B. Chips did not bother about the details. Right option C. Chapter 12. Goodbye Mr. Chips. Chips wrote his article for the Brookfield Terminal magazine. Right option D. Chips was given an uproarious farewell. Option C. Nevertheless, the found plenty to do. Option D. There were tumultuous cheese. Option A. Chips went for a cure to Wiesbaden. Option D. Chatters courteously and wisely accepted the situation. Option B. The bonfire was lit near the pavilion. Option B. The speech was made twice as long, perhaps by the laughter that impeded its progress. Option C. Chips also began to read detective stories. Option C. Chapter 13. Goodbye Mr. Chips. Towards the close of catastrophic July. Option A. It seemed tragically sensational. Option B. Where an hair's breadth error might be catastrophic. Option B. The first shock and the first optimism. Right option C. Chips did not conceal the fact. Right option A. Chatters asked Chips not to take anything strenuously. Right option C. They became hysterical. Option C. The armies were clenched in deadlock from the Saar to Switzerland. Right option C. Chapter 14 Goodbye Mr. Chips. The yarn was passed on and joyously appreciated. Option C. Chips felt very fit. The actual work was not taxing. Option C. The ideas of generosity were becoming rare in a frantic world. Option B. They might have despised anyone else. Option B. From that lost honor he shrunk instinctively. Option A. Actual work was not taxing for Mr. Chips. Option D. Like, share and subscribe my channel Park Education Official.